So many microphones all pointed at me at once. It's a little unnerving. Not really. I live for this shit. My goodness gracious, it's been a while since I did one of these. But I've had a really good reason. Look at the setting. Look at where I'm shooting this video right now. And then take a look at the last episode and where I shot that one. Yeah, this is the new studio. I've now shot a couple videos in here, and they all look 50,000 times better than anything I've ever shot. And it's been so much better and easier in every way, and I'm so excited. The amount of new gear that I've gotten just for the studio it's an embarrassment of riches. Like, it's so over the top. I'm gonna do a whole video on it when it's done. I've documented the entire process, and I'm gonna do a big studio tour, tell you how I did it, show you all the cool new stuff that I've got, and that's coming soon. But for right now, we're just doing the month in gear. Let's do it. As always, there are links to where you can get all of this stuff that I'm covering today in the description below. I'm going to kick it off by briefly answering some of the questions that you asked in the last episode. Some of them were really good. Plague Doctor says, "Hey, Chris from Oregon. It's pretty here." It is. Oregon is beautiful. 1638, you showed RipX Deep Audio, and I'm really impressed what it can do for teaching. I was wondering if you happen to have any other tools or tips for transcribing songs. Thank you. Yes, I do. In fact, I use the Vidami pedal. Hang on a second. I did a whole video about this pedal and how to transcribe songs by ear. Highly recommend checking it out. I'm going to put a link in the description for you. This thing is invaluable to me for transcribing songs because you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with YouTube videos, speed them up, slow them down, without using your hands. Speed is very important when you're transcribing something because for me, it's play a little bit, stop it, listen, try to figure out like a couple notes. And if you're having to go back and forth a lot, then you're going to lose it quicker. Robin DeLeon says, "Robin from New York City here. Multi-scale 6-string in drop A or baritone 6 in drop A. Which do you think would be better?" Personally, I don't think a 6-string needs to be multi-scale. I think that that's kind of overkill. For me, 7 or 8-string is where it starts to become really important. 8-string for sure. So I personally think a straight scale baritone 6-string for drop A is the way to go. Rishi Raj. "Hey Trey, my name is Rishi from India. My question is, did you do a day job before getting into music exclusively? And if yes, how did you manage your learning and creativity along with your work?" Of course I had a day job. I've had many day jobs, some better than others. I taught guitar for a very long time. That's cool for a while, but it's not really a career. There's just zero upward mobility in it at all. You either teach guitar or you own the studio where you teach, and that's it. You can get more students, but it's not like you're going to have a 401k or whatever. As to how I managed my learning and creativity, the answer is badly. They both suffered terribly having a regular job. So I'm very, very, very grateful to all of you for helping support me do this job so that I can just be creative all the time and have a job that I love. Alexander Carlin Music. Alex from Long Island, New York. Long Island. Everybody says that, but that's not how they talk. What are some influences from other genres that you think have affected your songwriting? So very many, but recently mainly soundtracks, film scores, video game scores, a lot of classical music, a lot of jazz, and tons of pop music. Doesn't necessarily mean that anything I write is going to sound like any of those specifically, but just taking a lot of different things from that, a lot of different ideas, a lot of different sounds, that kind of stuff, has really improved my songwriting by a lot. The first new piece of gear that we're going to talk about today is the microphone that I'm speaking into right now. This is the Rode NT1, and they've just released it as sort of a kit. It now comes in a package called the Complete Vocal Recording Solution, and it comes with an interface and a pop filter that's attached to the microphone. I don't know why more companies don't do this. How fun is this? I don't want to have to find another pop filter, and it's just there where it needs to be, and that's the end of that. As with all Rode microphones, it sounds super sick. I have tons of Rode mics. There's another one pointed at me right now. You can see it in this other shot. Boom, boom, and shot. Boom. That's what they say on movie sets. The idea is just that it's everything that you need to start recording vocals immediately. You can just plug this all into your computer and go. So basically this whole video is going to be a bit of a demonstration of this microphone because I'm going to be talking into it the whole time. Kit with the interface is $349, $269 without the interface. Another cool thing that I'm trying out this month are these Alpha 50 Evo speakers from Focal. So I have the big boy Focals. I have the Trio 6 BEs, but I really wanted to try out the more affordable Focals, and they are crazy good for $349 a pop. That's like, I think that's about 10% of the price of the big ones that I have. And of course, they're not quite as amazing, but they are outrageously good. And so far, the best speakers in this price range that I've tried. Obviously, I can't really demonstrate them for you, but that's what I'm going to be listening to everything on throughout this video. Up next, we're going to be taking a look at this ultra sick boost pedal, the All You Can Boost from FFX Pedals. You may remember my buddy Frank Fleckenstein. He's been making pedals under the name FFX Pedals, and he sent over this All You Can Boost to check out. We're going to be going into the Rev Generator 120 Mark III today, and I love when I get to demo more than one cool thing at a time, because sometimes the stars align in such a way that you get to do that. This slick new puppy, this is a guitar that I have been so excited about, and it finally came. This is the Ibanez RGDR 4427FX, and yes, I had to look that up. But that's two things that have FX in the name. It's the FX going into the FX. FX just means it's a fixed bridge. So it's really not that exciting. Of course, the Rev has plenty of gain on its own, but I've turned it way down so that this is what we're getting. Just gonna give you a quick taste of what this pedal is all about. Two different boosts. One is like a little bit of a dirty boost if you get it past noon. The other one is like the output boost. So if you turn that up, you're just gonna get a pure boost out the front. Crank that B2 all the way up. So right now we've got a very bass heavy tone. If you're playing really big, slow music, it's gonna sound great. If you play faster stuff like I do, it's not gonna sound that great. So we're going to engage the EQ and start off with the high pass filter. Thick. Devastating. The incredibly sick all-you-can-boost pedal from FFX Pedals can be had for €169 or for about 200 USD direct from FFX. All right, it's time for everybody's favorite segment. It's called Free Shit. I kind of feel like it needs a theme song, don't you? I was thinking maybe it could go something like Free Shit, and that would be it. I think I did it. Let me try that again then. Now it's time for everybody's favorite segment, Free Shit. Free Shit! Yeah, that works great. We're starting with something from Audio Assault. This is the Black Sun, which is an amp sim based on something, some amp. Who even knows? Who could possibly know what the Black Sun amp would be based on? It's Black Star. It's a Black Star amp. This is me just literally opening it up and playing it. I haven't touched any of these controls or anything. Like, I didn't even know if this was going to be like a metal amp or rock or what. I don't actually know the specific model that this is based on. Let's find out. It looks like it's based on their Artisan Amps series, which are like a boutique type of a sound. I've never played the real thing, so I have no basis for comparison. I haven't really spent much time with their larger format, proper tube heads. Good bit of gain right out of the gate. Yeah, that's pretty rock and roll. Let's crank that gain up. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds like rock and roll to me. Rock and roll! So let's see what it's got included in here. There's a noise gate, conveniently already on, a tube screamer, in case we need more juice. Confirmed, rock and roll. Rock and roll sounds. Rock and roll music is what I love. This amp sounds good. We got some rack stuff. Rack and roll. Rack effects after the fact. God, I love it when free stuff is sick. I find this to be unexpectedly very good. Shouldn't things that are free not be great? Apparently not. We also got this dual cab loader, if you will, for short, with a bunch of different IRs in here, and of course you can load your own. The thing is, it's only free until December 1st, so if you're watching this video past December 1st, 2021, you're gonna have to pay for it if you didn't already get it for free, but it's only $35. Having only spent this much time with it, I will say for sure that it's worth $35, no question. So to get it for free is pretty amazing, not gonna lie. So that's the Black Sun Amp Sim from Audio Assault, free until December 1st, $34.99 afterwards. Now it's time for me to announce not the one, not the two, but the three winners from last month, okay, the last episode of the Month in Gears giveaway, which, if you recall, each one of them is going to win a pack of all three of my Relationships guitar lessons, and we'll be using the mightiest of tools to pick that winner, the random comment picker. It's the random comment picker, picking the comments for us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's true, we'll be using the random comment picker to pick three winners. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? David Suyoka. David Suyoka from Fort Wayne, Indiana. What is the easiest way to mix extreme vocals? Like, what plugins would you lean towards? David, that is easy beans for me. I love Howard Benson vocals from Joey Sturgis Tones. I did a whole video on it, and it's just like easy mode vocals. It's got everything all in one. Highly recommend it. Congratulations, David. You are winner number one. Who's going to be winner number two? It's me. I also left a comment. It was the pinned one. Let's try that again. Andrew Jackson, ex-president. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from your time on YouTube as a creator and a musician? That I should have been a dentist. Because this is a lot of work. It's harder than it looks. I'm kidding. The biggest lesson that I learned was how to be a business person. because I'm my own boss. I'm in charge of myself. I don't get a salary. I have to make money doing just this. I don't have other jobs. Even though this is for sure the best job in the world, I've never been my own boss before. So I've had to learn so much business stuff, more complicated tax things, just all of that kind of stuff. And it's the biggest pain in the ass, but easily worth it. I'll never go back to having a regular job. Never. Congratulations, Andrew. You're winner number 2. Who's going to be lucky number 3? Big money, big money, big money. Here we go. Drake Plotkin. Drake from Huntington Beach, California. Do you have any recommendations on resources to improve clean vocals? Ooh, there's a lot of stuff out there, and I want to start looking in the right places. First of all, Mary Z, Metal Mary Z on YouTube. She's my personal vocal coach, taking some lessons with her. She is great. Plenty of stuff from her on extreme vocals, screaming, and all that, but also just a lot about being a better singer in general, clean vocals, the works. Definitely check out her channel. My other favorite voice YouTuber, Chris Lipe, he's got tons and tons of really great tutorials and some paid lessons, like courses that you can take, and he's just great. Those are just 2 options if you want to use like YouTube, but also I took voice lessons from a private teacher in person at the school where I worked for like 5 years, and he was great, but he wasn't like some personality, some name, some celebrity or something. He was just a great teacher, a great singer. And you can find people like that in your city of, what was it, Huntington Beach, I'm sure. Just keep in mind that sometimes it takes a lot longer than you think it's going to. Like, I was trash for years. I was a terrible singer for a very long time until I got my muscles going on. There's a lot of muscles that you have to build up before you can be good at singing, before you can project your voice with little effort. And that's really what keeps you from hurting yourself, from straining. And you just have to keep with it, keep going back every week. It's kind of expensive, but easily worth it if you find the right teacher. Congratulations to our 3 big winners. Please get in touch with me via the Gear Gods Facebook page or Instagram. DM me over there and I will get you set up with your prize. Now, you might be sad that you didn't win, as many people often are. But guess what? You probably saw this coming. I'm doing another giveaway! And it just so happens to be the next thing that we're taking a look at. It's this box of stuff. As you can see here, it is the Rodeographer Content Creation Kit. Rodeographer is also this month's sponsor, so big thanks to them for sending this over, and I'm gonna be giving away one of these to one of you lucky folk. I'm gonna show you what it is first. So the idea behind the Rodeographer is that it's a complete mobile content creation kit. It's kind of intended for musicians to create content while on the road. In order for you to create content while you are on the road, they have included a ton of super sick stuff in here, starting with this bag that I have come to very much love. I actually brought this out on a music video shoot recently, and it was so great. Kind of just looks like a backpack, but it's got this top compartment, right? Then there's the sort of almost secret compartment for where the good stuff goes. And because this is where your back goes, it's harder to steal your important stuff, like the camera, batteries, the expensive stuff, right? This is called the Benro Tourist Backpack. It's waterproof and it's padded, handy as hell. So what they sent me and what they're gonna send you if you win this is the ultimate version. There's 3 different versions. This one has everything. Comes with this super sick Benro tripod. Check this out. I actually have been looking for something like this, like a travel tripod. I actually did not bring a tripod to Summer NAMM because I didn't want to bring it on the plane because the ones that I have are too big. Really wish I'd had this one. Just look at how dang cute this one is. Ugh. Oh, that's cool as hell. Use that little thing to lock them in place. Looks like a very excited 3-armed robot. Whee! And legs that go all the way up. Then we got a gimbal for your phone. More delicious silica packets. This looks like an alien gun, like an alien weapon. What's up, Gear Mortals? It's stabilized content from Rodeographer. Yeah! We've got this Saramonic USB microphone. It also includes this V-Mic Mini, which is a little condenser mic for recording on your camera or your smartphone. This is going to be very important because especially if you're a musician, people are going to expect that your content has good audio. Everything in this kit looks like an alien weapon. You ever see Men in Black? Noisy cricket. Pew! Pew! It's cool. It's shock mounted. Comes with a cool little fitted windscreen. It's a silencer for the noisy cricket. These days, if you're a musician, you are a content creator. The two things are not the same, but they are inextricably intertwined. This is how you advertise yourself in 2021. So you need the tools to be able to do it. And the Ceremonic Rodeographer Kit has everything for you to be making your content way better right now. And one of you lucky gear mortals is going to get it for free. And I'm going to tell you how. Step number 1 is, as usual, you are going to leave me a comment in the comments section. First, you're going to tell me where you're from and what your name is, and then you're going to ask me a question about anything, really. You can ask me whatever you like. And then you're going to fill out a form at the link in the description, which is going to join you to my mailing list. And you're also going to give me a little bit of information about yourself. And the reason for that is that there have been several people who have won things here on the Month in Gear and never claimed their prize. I want you to win, and I can't give you the prize if I don't have your address, and I can't get your address unless I have your email address to contact you. So don't forget to enter, because you're going to be so sad if somebody else wins, and good luck. Up next, we're going to be taking a look at Albion's Solstice, which is the new library from Spitfire. And although the thing that you just heard was obviously really nice sounding, I kind of feel like this library as a whole was kind of intended to score horror movies or something. It's full of weird and creepy stuff, and I really like it. Like, sure, that sounds pretty nice, but picture a really creepy scene from a scary movie and put that on top of it. It's not so nice anymore. The tagline from Spitfire is modern cinematic folk noir. It's not like inherently scary, it's just real earthy, and I feel like a lot of this stuff would have been real at home on the soundtrack of the movie The Witch. Let's just try out some of these sounds and we'll see if you agree. So that sound was called The Mystics, which is pipe sounds. This instrument is called Host, and it's the choir. It's got some pretty interesting things in here. I mean, come on, I pushed one note. You could score a whole terrifying scene with just that. To be very clear, I love horror movies, so this actually makes me very happy. This is just the regular choir. Scary movies, I love them so much it hurts. What kind of instruction do you even give to a choir to achieve that? Like, sing a really nice note and then just ooh at the end? They also have some, like, less weird ones. That's just plain beautiful. But it doesn't sound like a typical kind of classical choir. It's got this edge to it. Tell me that's not beautiful but creepy as hell, right? What's it sound like up an octave? As always, Spitfire, nearly unparalleled in realism, creativity, uniqueness of sounds, and just instant atmosphere. I really love this library, as I have pretty much everything I've ever tried from Spitfire. So Albion Solstice is no exception. Check it out. It's $4.49 direct from Spitfire. All right, guys, that's it for this month. Thanks so much for watching. Big thanks to Saramonic and their Rodeographer Ultimate Kit for sponsoring this episode. Be sure to enter the contest if you don't. You can't win. You can't win if you don't play. And as always, I want to know what you think I should cover on the next episode of The Month in Gear, so leave a comment and let me know, and I'll see you next month.